I don't know if, I assume they have been practiced. I assume you practice them in training anyway, Alan.
Yeah, but you can't, no matter what you practice in training. The only thing, the advice I can give the lads is pick your spot, don't change it. And you know, I fancy Ed McGinty to come up with 1 or 2 stops. You know, you look at the keepers, and I think Ed McGinty can be the hero, as he already has been so far tonight. But overall, look, it's disappointing. It has got to this. As I said, it is kind of a lottery now. Which side we go in, I don't know. It'd be great to do it in front of your own fans. You know, but it'll be interesting to see who the 5 are. And these are the chances. Like, this is.
Well, Ed McGinty alone undoubtedly has kept Sligo Rovers in this. There's no disputing that.
No, and you think back at how long ago since that one-on-one, you know, but he stopped coming up. That was a chance there. Keeper's got away with one, but.
Yeah, well, teams going through their final discussions ahead of this penalty shootout. I think you have to prepare for every eventuality when you're playing in games like this, but certainly not what John Russell would have had planned for his side.
No, and this is the unbelievable.
I just don't know.
Yeah, I think
that could have crossed the line. You're looking at the way it hits the net, or rattles the net.
We won't have that debate again. No, but I think Ed got a little touch. It's hard to see there on that replay, but
we had that discussion here a few weeks ago, Alan,
that's
when Shelburne felt they had 3 goals disallowed, I think.
Yeah, but look, a massive credit to Bala. Have to give them great credit to get it this far, to win the game on the night. Superb performance by them to a team in pre-season, part-time team. Very, very good. Made it hard for Sligo Rovers in around that middle. You know, the experience of the lads was massive. As I said, Venables up front, and you had Smith in the middle. It was very good. Edwards, all to a man, they were very, very good. So look, we have been saying Rovers have been poor, but you obviously have to give credit to Bala for making that happen too.
Do you feel like we've seen a different Bala here this evening than what we saw last week? Because we all came away from that game in Park Hall last Thursday saying, oh, Sligo Rovers were by far the better team, and you know they managed it, but they made it too hard for themselves, etc. But here this evening, this looks like a different Bala.
Yeah, it does, because they probably, when they played Rovers last week, they probably said, hey, hang on a minute, we're still in this tie, we can actually beat these. In games like that, they probably had a bit of fear. I heard the manager's comments before they actually played the first leg, and he turned around and he said, look, we didn't want an Irish team, they're in the middle of their season.
He did say that, yeah.
So they probably had a little bit of fear, and they were reserved a little bit. And then after the game, they probably said, look, we've nothing to lose, we'll just go, this is the game plan we'll go out with. And as I said at the start of the game, Rovers just needed that goal, and I think if they had got a goal in the game, they probably would have went on and won the game. Overall, they didn't play good enough, and credit is given to Bala. Like, you know, in fairness, Rovers, 1 shot on target, or 2 shots on target in the whole 120 minutes of football at home. Bala 8, you know. When do you ever see a away team like that?
Well, Bala look like they're going to go first, and you can see there goalkeeper Ed McGinty just urging the fans on. He wants the noise.
And he's gone on with the experienced Venables.
Venables is first.
Come on, Ed. It'll be interesting to see. You get booked if you come off the line.
Yeah, it's different now.
And the keeper's already booked, so it'll be interesting to see if they stick to that route.
So the first penalty, it's Venables for Bala, and it's in.
Wow.
So he puts Bala 1-0 up. Just Alan, just on that subject, I'll say the story quickly, but David James was on Peter Crouch's podcast, and he was talking about the amount of penalty saves he made, and he said if you went back now, I'd probably have most of them taken off me because I was off my line.
Yeah. Sure, you just go back to Kieran Kelly and he was on the 6-yard box.
Yeah. So David Cawley, the Sligo Rovers captain, is first up for the Bitter Red. So Bala 1-0 up.
Could hear a pin drop here.
I know.
Come on, Vlad.
Shooting into the pet stop stand. And it's in.
Never in doubt. That's just settled it now. Yeah, it's important to get your first one. Puts a little bit of pressure back on. It's Edwards. They're bringing up all their experienced lads. Look at, he's taking his time. Ed is trying to. They're playing mind games straight away. You know, Ed is waiting there. Ed is waiting there to go in. Edwards is taking his time as well. It's mind games.
Do they work, the mind games?
Oh, they can do, yeah. They can play with your head a little bit, you know. He's obviously concentrated. Normally you'd walk up, you concentrate on the penalty. He's now looking at Ed. He's taken off it, you know, so.
And the Rovers fans are chanting, trying to put Edwards off. Oh, McGinty almost got to it.
Christ, that was close.
So it's Paddy Kirk for Sligo Rovers up next.
I fancy Paddy Kirk to go
top corner.
same side as Dave Cawley, yeah. But this is unlucky. McGinty. It's a great pin though. It's got it really to the side.
So Kirk.
Yeah. Great pin. Won't save them.
So honours even. Both sides taking 2 penalties so far.
It's the substitute, yeah.
Yep, Spittle. McGinty again.
Well, just a little thing there. Surprising their keeper didn't throw the ball out.
Yeah.
It's just again, it's. He saves this. It's massive.
This is a long run up for Spittle. Oh,
Yeah.
and it's saved!
Yeah.
McGinty saves!
Come on, Aidan Keena. It's a poor penalty. It is a poor penalty, but you have to, you know, Ed went the right side every single time.
Keena up next.
That's easy for Ed.
Well, you would expect Aidan Keena to score this. He is the league's top scorer.
And this puts massive pressure if he scores this on Bala Town's next game.
And he does.
He's got a hand to it.
So it's 3-2 now. Advantage Sligo Rovers.
This puts pressure on Anthony Kay.
Alan Keane's favourite player,
Yeah.
Anthony Kay.
If there's a man you wanted in this moment now, though, because of the pressure kick that it is.
He doesn't strike me as one who would get too concerned about pressure. Well, the rain is starting to pour down.
Come on. He'll go straight down the middle, I think, here. He'll take the safe option. Yep.
And he scores.
Ooh, who's up? Oh, Blaney. If I was Shane Blaney, I think I'd blast it down the middle here. It's a great penalty, Anthony Kay.
You've taken penalties, I'm sure, in penalty shootouts.
Yeah.
Do you leave it to the last minute to decide which way you go, or have you made up your mind?
You've made up your mind. The time I really changed was when I was in the Aviva that time. I changed, gone up. I don't know why, but this is massive. Come on.
Shane Blaney.
Yes.
And there we go. 4-3 now to Sligo Rovers. It's Luke Wall.
His walk-up is not too inspiring.
Not confident looking.
No. Bed saves this for true, yeah?
Well, he needs to score. Well, we thought he didn't look confident, and he's just pinging it around the place before he takes this penalty.
Oh, Jesus.
So Luke Wall needs to score this in front of the pet stop stand.
It's a strange run-up.
And it's saved! Sligo Rovers are through!
My God, that's great, happy days. Come here, the run-up there, it didn't look, that looked very, very weird.
And the celebrations here
coming up here, Jessica, it's like you got cramp on the run up or something. It's very awkward.
Yeah, little hop, little skip. Doesn't matter, Alan. Sligo Rovers are through. They'll play Motherwell in Motherwell on Thursday, and the home leg of that will be Thursday week. Well, it's massive relief for everyone here. The pressure was on Sligo Rovers coming into this tie. They were favourites. Financially, it's absolutely massive for the club. There's no doubt about it. Fans streaming onto the pitch.
And that, you said it there, Jessica, massive financial, to get through a round in Europe for the club, to allow, maybe John might be able to bring in 1 or 2 more players now, or even for next season. I think it doesn't come through till the likes of November or something, so building for next year. Delighted they get the opportunity to play Motherwell. Credit's got to go to Bala to take it all the way that they did. Wasn't a great showing by Sligo Rovers, but who cares, they're through now.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of Sligo Rovers fans breathing a sigh of relief over those flights they had booked already. I know it was early, but the flights were cheap, so people took their chances and booked Knock to Edinburgh and Dublin to Glasgow with the hope that Sligo Rovers will be through. And
the other thing here, Jessica, I want to touch on, I think, if my memory serves me right, this could be a big fine for Sligo Rovers, for the fans on the pitch, because it's UEFA. I think it's
my understanding was that Sligo Rovers were expecting a couple of fines after the away leg, because flares were let off outside the ground, and then a Sligo Rovers fan invaded the pitch too last week. So it's possible this could be yet another fine, which is disappointing, but
it's silly really, because I know fans want to get on and they want to share the moment, but financially, we're talking about finances here. You're talking UEFA, so it could be big fines as well, because of the safety of the players and also the officials.
Well, Alan, I don't know where to summarise that night. What a night, I suppose, in one way, and then secondly, it was done in the hardest way possible.
Yeah, that's it. It went all the way. We didn't expect that from the start. I thought Rovers would go on and win comfortably. Bala put it up to them, but look, they're through to the next round. That's the main thing. It wasn't pretty. They're lucky. Could have gone out. Thanks to Ed McGinty that they haven't. He was a hero on the in the 120 minutes and again in the penalty shootout. Look, the chances that Bala had, the one especially in extra time off the crossbar twice. So massive for the club, and delighted for the fans, and it's another European away night next Thursday night.
Well, yeah, it's all over here at the Showgrounds. The Billerud through to the Europa Conference League second qualifying round, where they will take on Motherwell this coming Thursday. They needed penalties. They were losing 1-0 on the night. They lost 1-0 on the night, but that 2-1 victory last Thursday has done it for them, along with the penalty shootout tonight. Well, the money they get from this will be massive for the club. And John Russell, does that go down as the first defeat for John Russell technically?
It does, 1-0, but also, Jessica, credit to Young Heaney and Barlow making their European home debuts here, because the two of them, in fairness, when they came on, and you got to give credit to Russell for throw them into such a massive game that was worth so much. It shows I suppose it'll show the lads that the confidence that John Russell has in them, and fair play to them too, who's come in, and also to Fitzgerald, who kind of lit it up a little bit since he's come in. But overall, look at it's as they say, it's great for the town. Great for the town indeed. Those are the words of Alan Keane. Well, it's all over here at the Showgrounds. Sligo Rovers through to the next round, just about. They've beaten their Welsh counterparts on penalties. Ed McGinty with 2 saves. That's all from us here at the Showgrounds. We might see you again soon. It's all over. Sligo Rovers go through. Good night, and to our friends in Wales, thank you for joining us, and Nos Da.